Hello, everyone. Welcome to another week of InFocus YXE. I'm one of your hosts, Ian Roach. I'm joined this week by Ari Avivi, wonderful friend, producer of a comedy pit. We're going to talk a lot about. Ari, how are you this week?
I am incredibly good, Ian, and thank you so much for having me. And I know that, yes, hello, Doyle. We have been riding you incredibly hard about your fashion sense so far this season. And so, on behalf of all of us viewers, we have contributed to, well, why don't you just take the box out there, Ian?
Well, okay. Here's the thing. In my defense, I have 2 or 3 go-to shirts, and typically a blue checked one. And I should have found the picture of Stephen Colbert wearing my shirt. Maybe I'll do that next week. But they've been riding me, and so Ari has agreed to guest host tonight. And maybe Ari, before we go any further, maybe we'll get to the first photo and do that, and then we'll talk about this, and then open it up between photos. Would that make sense?
Sure, that
so
works.
we get people thinking here about it. But before we do that, we have to talk about what the game is. Ari, the show is InFocus YXE. We're going to show you blurry photos, and my son's getting a drink out of our fridge, and they slowly come into focus. If you think you know what it is, you guess, and the first person to guess wins bragging rights. Anybody who comments for whatever reason will be entered in to a draw. At the end of the evening, we will draw for a prize. And as we talk, Ari, you can reveal what the prize is. If you want the complete rules are at noyxe.com/contest-rules. But ultimately, you can read those. At the end of the day, Ari and I make the decision where the final arbiter is. You can go south. Really, the rules are kind of loosey-goosey, aren't they, Ari?
Exactly. That's how I've really been running the table the past few weeks. I think that's kind of why you let me co-host, is because basically I was kind of getting all the pictures right. So now Doyle has a chance.
Well, hopefully he does, with you not in the mix. Of course, you don't know what the photos are.
That's true.
But it'd be kind of insider training.
Yeah.
Dennis says he'd like to have a drink, and Doyle says he's having a drink. And Ari is kind of happy that he's going to get a prize. Sorry, not Ari, Doyle. Doyle is happy that he has a chance tonight. But I should get this photo up, then we'll talk about the shirt.
Okay.
So here it is. Here's the first one. Oh, and that's really fuzzy. Matt's happy. Okay, so they've been writing me about this shirt. And so when I was talking to Ari earlier this week, he said, wear a t-shirt, and I'm delivering to your door a shirt in a box. So I had the box, and I'll open it after this first photo is guessed, and I'll look at it, and if it's appropriate, because I'm a little scared. I'm scared, Ari.
It's going to take you a little bit outside your comfort zone, but it'll be good.
Okay. We have our first guess, Ari. Dennis thinks it's the Bessborough. Geographically close, but is not the Bessborough.
Oh, I think I know what it is, actually.
Maybe I'll take us off the screen there so that people can get a better sense of what it is.
Yeah, I know what it is, but I don't think I'm allowed to guess.
No.
Okay.
You are not allowed to guess. Okay, well, we kill some time here. I'm excited about the shirt, Ari. Don't get me wrong. I think it'll be okay, maybe.
Oh, yeah. No, it'll be totally okay.
There it is, a little more in focus. Let's do a bit of this. Oh, maybe we have a guess. Doyle think it's the Shakespeare site. Shakespeare in the Saskatchewan site. Very good guess, and I can kind of see that, how that would be. We had the Shakespeare site, I think it was last week. It's not the Shakespeare site.
I want to say, Ian, and I have no knowledge of what the photo is, but I think that we will get it in time would help. If we had the time to figure it out.
You may not be on to something. Oh, maybe. Now as it comes into focus, I'm wondering what it is. Oh, yeah, I remember now.
One of us better know.
I thought it was something else. I thought it was a different photo. That's today. Dennis and Doyle, you're not close geographically. This day in history. 1859, legendary outlaw Billy the Kid is born.
So I always wondered about this. Was he a legendary outlaw when he was born? Or would it not have been baby Billy was born?
Details. It's the details. You're right. He'd be a baby. Baby Billy the Kid was born.
Baby Billy the Kid.
Billy.
Well, now he's never
became a legendary outlaw. Of course, there's always been talk that Billy the Kid spent some time up here.
Mm-hmm.
There it is, a little more in focus. Do you have an idea now? What do you think, Ari?
I think my time clue was a bad one.
There is a clock. I'll give you that. I think that is a clock in the foreground, and we're going to get a little more in focus here. There it is. It's looking good. We have fairly good audience
Oh,
numbers
I know
tonight
what it
too.
is
So
now.
I think
If Randy
we might know
Shavilo
what
was
this
here,
is.
he would nail this.
And we have sort of an answer. Riversdale Bud, but I think she meant bid. That is definitely the office that's in there, and I think tonight we'll accept that as a correct answer. So I got to find the confetti. There it is. Dun da da da. I should figure out how to do music so we can have like drum roll or something too. Congratulations, Sylvia. That is indeed where the office of the Riversdale Bid is. I know it as the river as Little Chief. I guess at one point it was a community police station, and before that it was a gas station.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of the history of it, and it should come into focus here. If not, I'll zoom forward to the actual focus. There we go. There it is, and I'll turn the confetti off. That's on 20th Street in Riversdale, and I'm trying to think of would it be Avenue D or E maybe?
I think it's E.
What's that? And I think you can see in the foreground they're probably the remnants of what used to be a gas pump.
Yeah, and then there's that clock that I saw.
Yeah, and there's a clock, and that's the hint that you had there.
Yep.
But I think a few years ago they opened it up as a community police station, and decided that maybe it wasn't a good idea at the end to staff that, and then they had to redeploy officers, and now it's the home of the community bid. Congratulations, Sylvia, for winning. Once again, our Doyle's happy about the confetti, and Jennifer Hackett says, "Yay, Sylvia!" So there we go. So Ari, how are we going to do this in terms of the
So
I start a photo and I open it off camera? Or do you want me to
let's stay. No, we're gonna do the reveal on camera with you. You're part of the show here. So yes,
so here it is. That's what it says.
Yes, I delivered that to Ian a couple of days ago in the dark of night. Brought it to his front door as just a vagrant in the evening. And Ian, go ahead and open up your box. No, don't put the picture up.
Oh,
we want to see you.
I wanted to remove it. I wanted to remove the picture.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. I want to remove from studio. Get that cleaned up.
Yeah.
I have a knife here because there's taped shut.
Yep.
Hermetically sealed.
So the whole rationale behind this is that we wanted to spark up Ian's personality a bit, give him a bit of more of a peppy sort of, celebratory look. And so there we go.
There it is.
And it's in your size.
And I like it. And why don't we start the next photo? And while the next photo's on, I'll mute my mic quickly and I'll throw it on.
Alrighty.
Thank you for your for what you did there, Ari. I was a little afraid. Here we go. Second photo. Dun, da, da, da. Any idea?
Oh, this is that Spielberg movie with the dun 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 dun.
Doyle says that is gorgeous. I think Doyle's a fan of the shirt. I'm trying to get it on here. Of course, I also have microphone down my back. Wires. Matt wants one. Matt Morrison, the host of the YXE Sports Podcast, is saying he needs one. All right, while we're doing this, and I'm getting this on, it's going to go a little less focusy there, or more in focus here in a second. There goes not much. It didn't really jump much, did it?
Nope.
We introduce you as producer, bottle washer, chief promoter of Comedy Pit.
Yes.
Tell us about the Comedy Pit.
So the Comedy Pit is a clean comedy open mic room here in Saskatoon. We run every 2 weeks out of the back room of Hudson. So it's really like a comedy club in there. And it's an opportunity for Saskatoon comedians to come and showcase their clean comedy to people in Saskatoon. There's lots of open mic rooms in the city, but they all have the tendency to be very, I'm going to say, colorful, much more rated R and a lot of that kind of stuff. So, but the Comedy Pit was designed around people who wanted to come out and see comedy and have a chance to, really, I guess our motto is this. You can come to the show, you can hear the joke, you can try and tell it at work the next day. You won't be able to because you're not a comic and you don't have that kind of practice and rhythm, but at least HR won't show up after you've told the joke. And that's kind of our marching order. And alongside with that, well, let's do this next photo here, and just in case.
There we go. Geez, I made these ones hard.
You did.
We have one guess. Jennifer Hackett says Rideau Canal. Good guess.
That's a heck of
I
a
can
budget.
see how it might look like a canal, but in this case, it's not a canal.
That's some serious budget if you got over there to take that picture.
Pixabay, royalty free. That's the next thing. Thanks for the guess, Jennifer. Keep guessing. So the Comedy Pit, where does it take place and how often?
So it's in the back room of Hudson's. It's every 2 weeks, Tuesday night. The show starts at 7:30, runs until, I know what this is now. Starts at 7:30, runs until 9, so you can get back to work the next day. And one of the neat things is we're actually doing a search. Yeah, we got a winner.
We do.
We do.
You're paying attention, Ari. I got to get the confetti going. Dun, da, da, da.
I'm a comedian. We multitask. We read the audience and do our routines. So
now I got to get back to the comments.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yep.
Karen, congratulations.
Way to go, Karen.
It's the MVA skating rink. Oh, and you know what? 1 minute later, Doyle, you were so close. And of course, Doyle's always happy for the confetti.
I honestly think we should just give Doyle his own box of confetti. And,
we should. Oh, and I think it's popped back to the beginning, so I'm going to run it to the end here.
So I was just doing my shameless pitch. The Comedy Pit is also an opportunity for anybody who wants to try stand-up comedy to come out and do it. It's really like if you've been told you're the office funny person or the Zoom funny person, go to our website, sign up for a spot. We'll assign you one, and you can come up and do your best 5 to 7 minutes. And who knows, you might get named Saskatoon's funniest person with a day job. And with that, we have 2 actual winners that are going to happen there. One's going to get to go to Toronto and perform at Yuck Yucks in their downtown flagship club. One's going to go to Winnipeg and perform in the Rumors Comedy Club there. They're both going to have the opportunity to perform at Yuck Yucks here in town, as well as open for Big Daddy Taz, who's bringing his Bipolar Buddha tour to Saskatoon next March. And we're going to pack the Roxy for that show. So it's an amazing opportunity, and the comedy is just blowing up here in the city. It's so good
stuff. Sounds like a lot of fun if you're into stand-up comedy.
You know what? Even if you're not into stand-up comedy, unless you're like a complete Grinch who transplanted from Ontario and doesn't like stand-up, it's a great night. But I mean, if you're that Ontario Grinch type, we won't go there.
Okay, once again, back to the photo. Congratulations, Karen Bosch. MVA skating rink is the correct answer. You've won bragging rights, and of course, by commenting, you are entered. And at the end of the night, we'll have a draw for a prize, and I'm sure we'll talk about that shortly. A couple more comments. I think we left off here. Darn, Doyle was so close. And in terms of giving him a box of confetti, it'd be all over my house. So I don't think he wants your box of confetti, Ari.
Do you have a pet, Doyle? No, but do you have a pet or children?
Ari, I think Doyle does have some children.
There we go. So we'll just do biodegradable, edible confetti.
So I as we try and get there's some fighting words.
Sylvia, it's what's wrong with being an Ontario transplant? Nothing. But sometimes the transplants carry that recessive, I don't like comedy gene. And that's hard to get overcome. Most people lose that, but by the time they cross,
or maybe they've had a traumatic experience in their past and they don't want to do it. And maybe they're afraid of clowns and puppeteers.
Fair, or living in Ontario. Fair enough. It's all good.
Okay. Before we get much further, we do have a third photo, and I want to come back to this contest and the chance that some of them will have a chance to go to Toronto, which sounds like an amazing opportunity. Before I bring up the next photo. Thank you, Ari.
See?
Sorry, Doyle. Oh, well, thank you, Ari, for the shirt, and thank you, Doyle, for the lovely comment. I'm getting you two confused.
Hold on. Sylvia just put a comment in there. We can be funny. All right, Sylvia, I'm going to call you on that. I am going to invite you to come to the Comedy Pit and be funny on stage.
There it is. The gauntlet has been dropped. The gauntlet has been dropped. But I got to get this photo in.
Okay.
And here it comes. There it is. And this is the comment you were talking about. Uh-oh. Can you hear me, Ari?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can still hear you. Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting people can't see the comments till you pop them up. Oh, I know what this one is too, I think. You really went to the deep end for this photo, didn't you, Ian? Ian? I can't hear you. Did I lose you? Hello? Can anybody hear me? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, there we go.
There, I'm back. Okay.
Woo!
Jeez, I got heckled. Yanked off stage.
Okay, I got to close this other window in the background there. Yeah, not sure. It kind of froze there because I did something I wasn't supposed to. So if we're back and see if this works this time. Are we good?
It looks like it.
Okay, we're back.
So I have a ridiculously wild hint that you had to go to the deep end to get this photo.
Negative. I think you're wrong.
Oh.
I think I know what you mean.
Oh, okay.
But here we go. Okay, I think we got some comments to make up here. And I'm sorry for the technical difficulties there, folks. So this, the joys of live television, but we're back now. Challenge thrown down. I think that's a reference into Sylvia coming to the comedy pit. Doyle thinks it's a hospital. I don't think it's a hospital. Good guess, though. Is Ian alive? And that was probably me staring at the screen trying to figure out what's going on. And then we go. Maybe next time I'll talk through it. Jennifer thinks it's the old nursing residence by City Hospital. Doyle says you can hear me. Thanks. Good thing I didn't say anything bad. Everything is well at the hospital. And I think Jennifer is kind of thinking the same as you, Ari.
Mm-hmm.
Harry Bailey Pool.
Yeah.
Okay. As we let this photo go, you kind of mentioned it, but so there's kind of like a cool gig at the end of this for the comedians that participate.
Absolutely, yeah. So we're lucky enough. Actually, Tabs is going to be our judge, and comedians who want to participate can send their routines off to him, and he's going to be the judge and arbiter of who are the two funniest comedians. And thanks to some great sponsors, and I'm going to take a minute here and just run them off. Downtown YXE, Hudson's, Kinsman Club, YUCX, Express Employment Professionals, All Square Developments, Global 98 Cool, Sharfstein Gibbon Wayland Fisher, Saskatchewan Blue Cross, Rumors, the Holiday Inn, and Athabasca Basin Security. We've been able to set up two really great prize packages. Again, one of them is for that person to go down to Toronto, their downtown flagship show. They get to do their 5-minute set there. Airfare, hotels included in that one. The other person is going to go to Winnipeg. They get hotel and gas money. It's Winnipeg. You know, like, come on, what can you do? But it's still a great opportunity. And like, it's hey.
Did you just kind of slam Winnipeg a bit?
No, I slammed the trip to Winnipeg because the way the flight is, by the time you check in, go through security, it's almost
Can't
as
get
quick
there
to
from
drive.
here. Okay, quick update here. We have a couple guesses, and thanks for that information.
Yep.
Midtown Mall close, Drinkle building even closer, but not quite. So I'm going to give a big hint here. The building I want is the building that's in the background, not the foreground. And if you know the name of that building, that'd be awesome. But you know, at this point, we might take the sign as it comes into focus or whatever. So because you're going to start seeing, and I hit play again on the video. You're going to kind of see it come into focus a bit.
I know.
So there's a big building here. It's the building beside it. I tried to get it from a different angle that made it a little trickier rather than shooting it from a more obvious point of view. But it is downtown. Drinkle building is a good guess, but it's not that building. But it's good guess, Karen. And here we go. And it's coming a bit more into focus, I think, shortly. So, and once again, Ari, and if people want tickets, they can go to the Comedy Pit. And can they buy the tickets there?
So all the tickets have to be bought ahead of time online. So you go to thecomedypit.ca, you purchase your tickets there. You can purchase, from now right until the end of February. So we have all of our weeks that are already up there. And come and do it. We have been incredibly lucky that we've sold out every night. So there've been lots of people who've tried to desperately, get tickets on the day of, and it just doesn't happen.
And it's at Hudson's in one of the rooms there. Can you order food? Can you order all
Yep.
the drinks?
Full drink service. Hudson's has a great menu. They have a great chicken finger special that night.
Chicken wings. How are the wings there?
They're good. They're good. I mean, I don't usually eat before the show. I'm usually too busy running around doing stuff.
Yeah.
So I end up having a late night snack when that's all said and done. But no, it's been amazing, and we have some amazing talent.
Hang on for a sec, Ari. There's Doyle saying the Saskatoon Shines. That's there, but look a little left, Ari. Or sorry, Doyle. Look a little to the left of the Saskatoon Shines. You might have
Doyle.
What it is. You can do it, Doyle. Doyle, likey, wingy.
Doyle has ADHD today.
You have to remember, give them some patience. They're about 20 seconds behind us. There it is! Whoa! And are we going to do? Yes. We have a winner.
Hey, Doyle Fetty.
There it is. The
Doyle
confetti
Fetty.
for the first time since the inauguration. Season 2, Episode 3. We have a winner named Doyle Benson. Congratulations, Doyle. I think you've been a loyal follower, watching almost every episode. And finally, you won, and the confetti is for you. And yes, Doyle, we made it rain confetti. And even Sylvia is happy that you have confetti. Congratulations. Wow, that was a long time coming. That it is. It is the Avenue building from behind, or kind of a side view. Now maybe somebody can crack. I think it's 3rd Avenue.
Yep,
that it's on.
And actually, it's really nice because you actually, I believe, you do in fact have one of my sponsors right there, Express Professionals. Yay!
Express Pro. Oh, there they are.
Yeah.
Good little poke there. I always love getting those
take
opportunities. There we go. So that's it. We've had our 3 photos, and we have 3 people that have won bragging rights. Doyle, I think I think you won this fair and square. I don't think you have to thank people for that. Let's go back to us here. So those are our photos tonight. We really appreciate everybody playing. And now, Ari, we're going to do a draw.
Yep. And I brought
Can you tell us what the prizes are?
I did. I brought with me 2 tickets to the Comedy Pit. So what will happen is whoever wins the spinning wheel will get a promo code from Ian that you can use to go online, register in. When you go to the ticket site, you'll see, do you have a promo code? Click on it, and you can enter the code, and it'll wipe the fee away. And the tickets will be free, and you'll be able to come up and see. We don't know exactly what night Sylvia's going to step up, but whatever night she's going to be there, Ian will promote it like crazy on the channel. And
but she's competing if it's Tuesday nights.
Well, so the competition is a choice, right? She can record her set and then submit it. She doesn't have to compete if she doesn't want to. It's entirely up to the comedians. And
so are the tickets? Am I hearing that the ticket and the code does not have to be used for this next Tuesday, but any Tuesday that you have a show?
It can be for any Tuesday that we have a show. Again, it's always best if I win, I bring in Sylvia. Pull that comment out. That's great.
So, in general, it's every other Tuesday you're going?
Yeah. So we go the 30th and the 14th and the 28th. We take a little break. We come back in January, and we do 4 shows.
Hey, that's a good idea. Something between Christmas and New Year's.
Yep.
People might be looking for something to do. This show is the Hanukkah show, this November 30th, because it will be the 3rd night of Hanukkah. So it's the Hanukkah show. I've got it, and I have a special shirt for it, Ian. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to try and share my screen here for the draw, but it's giving me an error. We'll see what it looks like on screen. Oh boy, that doesn't look good, eh? No. So I'll do the draw off here, and I'll see if I can bring it in, see if it cleans up. There we go. It cleaned up. Here's the draw. The random generator. What are the chances? Congratulations go out to Dr. Sylvia Abney, the winner of the tickets. 2 tickets to the comedy pit. That'll be great. And Doyle should be looking for a guest because I have issues that I probably need counseling for in regard to live comedy. Oh, sorry, I wasn't sure which issues you were referring to. Doyle's happy that Sylvia won. And Sylvia's, no way. Congratulations, Sylvia. 2 tickets to the comedy pit. Once again, I'll get that off. We'll put it on the website. Where is it there? So Doyle, feel free to reach out to Sylvia and see if you can arrange a time to go with her to this beautiful Beautiful show. Can I call it a beautiful show? Go to the show.
Call it anything
and have
you
some
want.
laughs.
I always say it's an incredibly fun night, and it's great for people who, again, want clean comedy, don't want to walk out feeling like they need a shower, but it's still an early night, right? You come home, you have supper, then you come to Hudson's, you have a drink and a snack, and you're home by 9:30. It's a great time, and it's perfect for, like the kids can stay out late, but
how are the fries there?
Do I look like I eat a lot of? Yeah, I do look like I eat a lot of fries.
You like those crisscross ones, don't you? If I remember when we used to.
I'm a fan of the cross.
Pandemic.
I'm a fan of the cross tracks. Crinkle cuts are good.
I digress.
Not a fan of the natural potato and the stringy ones. That's just me. But
all right, I think Sylvia is the winner tonight.
Yep.
But in many ways, I'm the winner with a new shirt.
It's a loaner. It's got to go back to wardrobe.
What?
Yeah, it's just a loaner.
I don't get to keep it.
How big is your show budget? Come on.
Okay. Doyle's a fan of curly fries, and on that sad note, thank you so much for co-hosting with Ari. Can we have you back sometime when you're not comedying?
You got it. I'll be happy to be there.
That'd be wonderful. Just a quick reminder, some other shows coming up. We do have what we're calling Power Tuesday. We put all our shows on Tuesday this year. Coming up in about 33 minutes time is the Green Room with Leslie Stanwyck and Johnny Sinclair hosting. Other guest this time is Terry Hockness, local musician and historian. And they also have another installment of Rory's Road Stories. Rory's been traveling as a, performing and touring professional musician for years. I might even go so far as say decades. And he has some incredible stories from the road. The first one he told was about being somewhere in Ontario, might have been Northern Ontario, at a hotel. And ended up a lot of people at the event were taken hostage. It's kind of a scary evening. We can laugh now because decades ago, but that's coming up at 8:00 tonight. Ari, we have next Tuesday, we have Coffee Break YXE at Tuesday at 10 a.m. Let's Chat returns on next Tuesday at 11 a.m. That's our Arabic show. And just before this game show every week is Matt Morrison with the YXE Sports Podcast. That's it for us here. One more comment. Haha, that's funny. I think that's in reference to the hostage taking at a gig. Funny now. I'm not sure it'd be funny then. But yeah, I get it for sure. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Tell your friends. I know it's going to mean that you don't have as good of a chance to win, but tell your friends because we need more views so we can sell ads and make money and do that kind of stuff. Ari, thanks again. We'll see you next week.
Absolutely. And take care.